Hi love, welcome back. In today's class we are making this colorful chevron crochet skirt. If you are new here, please subscribe to the channel, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you. I have started selling some of my creation and you can patronize it from my website, which I'll link down below. Let's get right into class. I'm going to be using this yaya yarn, and is a lightweight yarn, so I'm going to be doubling it in 3 colors. I'm going to be using a 4mm hook for this project. So to begin with, you make your slip knot, take the measurement of your hip and chain the exact amount of the measurement of your hip, but let it be in multiples of 15. So in total, I'm making 135 chains. So go ahead and I'll meet you when you're done. So this is my 135 chains and it measures 40 inches. And depending on your tension, you would get your measurement. So now you chain extra 5 and make half double crochet in the second stitch and keep making half double crochets. This is row 1, so make half double crochet until the end of the row, and I'll meet you when I'm done making half double crochets till the end. Row 2, so I'm done with row 1, and we are going to connect it to the other side of the work. Make sure the chain didn't turn, and chain 2. So we connected with a slip stitch, chain 2, and go in half double crochet in the same exact space and keep making half double crochet until the end of the row, and you slip stitch. So row 2 is also half double crochets. So I'll meet you when I'm done with my row 2. I'm at the end, and you make your last half double crochet inside that little hole. So working on that increases your work, but then it makes the line straight, and that is what we want. And slip stitch on the top of your second chain, and that's the end of row 2. For row 3, chain 2 and repeat row 2. So make half double crochet around, and at the end you slip stitch, and I'll meet you when I'm done with my row 3. And also this skirt is it's for size large, so you just have to get your accurate measurements and you start working with, but make sure it's in the multiples of 15. So at the end, you are going to make your last half double crochet in that tiny hole and slip stitch. And that's the end of row 2. For row 3, you make your 2 chains and start with your half double crochet but this time we are going to make half double crochet in 15 stitches. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and your last one, 15. So on the 16th chain, we are going to skip the 16th and 17th and make half double crochet inside the 18th stitch, and that is your first half double crochet, and this is your second, so make 15 again. So this is your third, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can see the valley has been formed, that is skipping 2 chains, and this is 8. So you're going to make 15 half double crochet, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and inside the 16th stitch you are going to make 3 half double crochet in the same stitch, making a cluster. And now continue making your 15 half double crochet in the following stitches and repeat the valley. So it's going to be repeating of the valley and cluster, valley and cluster until the end of the row. The valley is skipping 2 stitches and making your half double crochet in the third, and the cluster is making 3 half double crochets in the 16th stitch. I hope this is clear, and if you're not getting, you can pause and watch and do. So this is our next valley, and we are going to, so the next one will be a cluster. So keep alternating this until you are done with row 2, and I'll meet you when I'm done with my row. At this point, my love, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. What are you waiting for? And if you're a returning subscriber, you deserve a very big heart. Thank you for supporting this channel, for sticking and staying with us. We appreciate. So this is the pattern for row 4. This is the end. I'm getting to the end of the row, so I'm finishing my 15 half double crochets, and you will slip stitch. So you are going to repeat row 4 until you have 7 more rows. So chain 2 and make your half double crochet. I'll walk you through row 5 and you keep repeating the same exact thing. So make your 15th half double crochet, and when you get to the valley you skip 2. So I'm at the valley, so you skip 1 and then the valley hole, making 2, and you make your half double crochet inside the stitch right after the valley, and you keep working your half double crochets until you get to the cluster. And when you get to the cluster, make your half double crochets until you get to the cluster. And mind you, the cluster, we made 3 half double crochet in 1 stitch, so you are going to make 3 half double crochet in the middle stitch 1, and then the second stitch you make 3 half double crochet inside the same space of the middle stitch. And that's pretty much the pattern we are going to use for this project. So I'm at the cluster. You make your first half double crochet, and in the second you make 3 half double crochet inside the same stitch, and you keep working your half double crochet until you get to the valley. And before you get to the valley, 1 stitch to the valley and the valley, you skip those spaces and make your half double crochet in the stitch right after the valley. So you're going to repeat row 5 for 6 small rows, and in total making it 8, because we've already done the first 2. The first half double crochet to row 3 is not counted as part, so the rows is starting from where we start making the cluster and the valley. So we have 2 already, and you would make another 6, making it 8 in total. And if you're making a size small, consider making 6 rows, and if it's medium, consider making 7. And this is large, so 8 is fine. So keep working, and I'll meet you when I'm done with my 8 rows. So in total I would have 11 rows, including the 3 half double crochets we did at the beginning, and this is the total of 11 rows I have here. So we are going to be attaching the next color, but before, let's count to make sure. This is the 3 and 8. You cut and we attach our next color, so make a slip knot, that is the orange, and attach it to your work. And chain 2, and repeat the row. So make your first double crochet, your first half double crochet inside the same stitch, and keep working half double crochet. I'm trying to weave in so I wouldn't have a lot of loose ends to cut. So if it's something you would like to do, just try as much as possible to weave in your work so there wouldn't be a lot of cutting to do, so your work would have a fine finishing. So you are going to repeat the same exact rows that you've been doing. When you get to a valley, make a valley, and you get to a cluster, repeat a cluster. and we are going to do this for another 13 rows. And if you are size small, consider making 10 rows. I'm done with my 13 rows. Sorry, 14 rows. If you're a size small, consider making 10 rows. If you are medium, consider making 12, and this is large, so it's 14. So I'm attaching my last color, which is white, and I'm going to repeat the same exact thing. And also this is also going to be a 14 row, so repeat this row 14 times. Go ahead and do that, and let's finish up with the waist of the skirt. I hope you're enjoying the video up till now, and if you are still watching us, kindly leave a red heart for me in the comment section down below, and I'll really appreciate that. So we are going to make our rows. And also, before I forget, so I saw Mercy Ike, a Nigeria celebrity, wearing this colorful skirt but not in crochet, and I thought of recreating this style. So yeah, that is where I got the inspiration from. So kudos to Mercy Ike. So I'm at the end, and you're going to slip stitch, cut. So the yarn is already finished, so you fasten, chain one, and fasten your yarn. And this is the perfect length for me. So we are going to be working on the waist, and this is how the skirt looks for now. You can make it more longer, or you can even make it shorter by reducing the rows. Now we are going to work on the waist, and make your slip knot, attach it to the waist, any part, but I prefer to attach it at the point that we started with, so I can close that hole we had from the beginning. So here we are going to make double crochets in each space, in each stitch. And here you have to watch your tension. Inside the valley, you are going to loosen up, and so your tension would not be so tight. Loosen it, and on top of the clusters where it's up, you would want to really tighten your tension. So the whole idea is to get a round waist, not like edgy like how it is now, so we can put our belt, we can insert our belt. So this row just work with tension, and is a double crochet row. So do that, and I'll meet you when I'm round. So you can see from beginning it was low, and as it's getting to the valley, you can see I'm increasing my tension. And when you are up, make sure you do it pretty small. So go round, and I'll meet you. So at the end, you will slip stitch on top of the chain 3 space, and for row 2 we are just going to repeat the same thing as we did for row 1, and make sure this point, or we get the perfect round we are looking for. But if you are okay with the edgy ends at the waist, that's fine. You can go ahead and make your long chain and insert. But if you are not okay, just make 2 rows, so the waist will be the same. So now you are going to insert your chain that's your belt inside the first row. And what I do is that 2 in, 2 out, 2 in, 2 out, and insert your belt around your work. And that is all for the work. Thank you for watching up to the end. Cut all your loose ends and you're done. Thank you for stopping by. Drink a lot of water until we meet next week. Bye.